Welcome to Our Inner Wisdom. I'm your host, Charlie Lundholm. We are in some intense times right now, and we could all use help finding some balance and clarity. To help with that, I'll be sharing channeled messages, interviews, and discussions on a variety of topics designed to help you feel more grounded, calm, and connected to your source. I thank you so much for being here today. Now let's go tap into our inner wisdom. Welcome to this month's Global Meditation. This time we are going to be working on fear, releasing fear. We've all got a little bit of it. Some of us have more than others. The world is certainly full of it, and it doesn't necessarily do us a whole lot of good unless we're, standing on a cliff and we're about to fall over. But the day-to-day fears that we have, that we store in our bodies, I think it's time to start letting them release and letting them soften and helping not only ourselves do that, but to help the world. Let's make it a global thing as well as a personal thing. And that's what this meditation is all about. Please do not listen to this if you're driving or if you need to be alert or pay attention, and just allow yourself to really dive in, because we can create a lot of positive change when we come together in this state with our intention of helping ourselves, helping others, and just making the world a better place. So thank you so much for being here. Welcome to our global meditation. This month, boy, do we have a lot to work on, huh? The world needs a lot of love, a lot of tenderness, a lot of gentleness right now. I was doing a session last week, and the information that came through was about the fear, the level of fear on the earth, and how it needs to soften. Because underneath the anger, the angst, the fighting is fear and anger. And usually if you go under anger, you'll find the lovely emotion of fear. So we've been asked, or we are invited, I love how they always say that, we invite you to send some energy to help dissolve the fear, to dissolve that foundation of the ugliness that we are seeing so much of, and help to dissolve that fear within ourselves. Because everything that's going on in the world, that we hear about through the news, the big, heavy, nasty stuff, pushes our own fear buttons. And sometimes it's very rational and sometimes it's irrational. We get that fear of something that's going on the other side of the world, and that somehow our own personal lives are going to implode, or we're just, kind of go into survival mode. There's a lot of talk about money and financial institutions, and we certainly know that everything seems more expensive, and what's going on with jobs, what's going on with the housing market, blah, 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 blah. All of that security, our foundation of I am safe, I have the basics, that can get triggered and is triggered for a lot of people right now. Fear of what's going on with our health. Lots of fear, lots of talk about that in the last couple of years. So that fear of, if I go in a grocery store, am I going to get sick? Someone sneezed and we immediately think, oh my God, is that COVID? So it's interesting. It's interesting how we have been bombarded with a lot of barbs thrown our way to keep us kind of in that state of fear. But we don't have to be affected by it. And we don't have to live in that state. And we don't have to continue to feed it. That's the big one. And I think that's what we're being asked to do now when we go into a place of meditation, or even just having conscious thought. And one of the examples that my guides used during this session was to shift what we feed. So what they were saying was, when we hear something either on the news or social media, or somebody tells us something that's scary, sad, makes us angry, makes us fearful. In that moment, we get to choose what energy we give to it, whether we feed it, whether we continue to keep it alive, or we say, you know what? No, I don't think that's where I want to go. I don't think that's where I want to live. I am going to shift that. And in that moment, we can shift it. And how do we do that? It can be very simple. It can be just simply sending light and love to whatever you just heard about, to that person who's being an asshole, to that situation that's affecting a lot of people, to that political leader who needs to have some veils lifted and realize that the decisions they make need to be to the highest good of all, of everybody, not just them and their friends. So we can do something because sometimes we can easily slide into a place of helplessness, hopelessness. There's nothing I can do. I'm just one person. Well, just one person. You're powerful. And our energy, our thoughts, our choices, our desires all have energy behind them. They all pack a punch. Just as our fear, our anger, all of that also has energy behind it. So we get to choose what we want to feed. What do we want to give energy to? So in this meditation, we are going to be giving energy to the earth and therefore ourselves as well. Some loving energy, some softness, some kindness, an energy that invites people to soften their fear, to go ahead and release some or release all of it, even better, to release the anger, to release this idea that we are so divided, that we are so separate when we are so interconnected. So, what we do, what we think, what we feel, what we say affects us. We know that. And now we're also being invited to really grasp that concept that what we do, what we say, what we think, what we feel affects everybody. It affects the earth herself because everything is connected energetically. We are on that web of interconnectedness. So, what do we want to put out on that web? How do we want to be influencing our fellow travelers here on this big, beautiful spinning ball? We get to choose that. So, do we want to feed the fear? Or would we like to maybe lessen that and feed compassion, to feed kindness, to feed that understanding that we are all here together in the same boat? So, how can we help each other? So, that's going to be our focus today. And of course, if there's anything that you want to work on specifically during the meditation, feel free. But this is going to be the main theme. So, I invite you to just take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your shoulders drop. Let your eyes close and soften. And let your mind quiet. Allow your mind to just slow down a little bit. All of the thoughts, all of the to-do lists, all of the conversations that you may have had before you came to this meditation, just let things quiet. As you take another nice deep breath in and allow yourself to sink down a little more where you're sitting, just allowing your body to relax and be open to receiving some beautiful energy, being open to giving beautiful energy. Nice. One more nice deep breath, just relaxing a little bit more, quieting that mind a little bit more. If thoughts come in, it's okay. Just let them fly back out. If you hear noises, just allow those noises to bring you deeper into your state of quietness. It's okay. It's all okay. If you find yourself drifting off and going somewhere else, it's okay. Just bring yourself back when you're aware of it. This is a time to just be. No judgments, no thinking, no have to do's, no right or wrong. Just being in this state, coming together to create some beautiful, positive change in our world. Understanding that we are powerhouses of positive change, especially when we come together. So they're asking that you see yourself in a column of light, as if there's a spotlight that has just been turned on above your head. And this light is coming from the center of the universe, and it's creating this column all around you, about 5 feet around you. This light is clearing off anything that no longer serves you, that isn't a good match for you. This light's infusing your body, clearing away anything that you may be holding on to that you don't need to hold on to anymore. This light starts to soften the fear that resides within your own body, within your energy, wherever that may be hiding. This light can find it and just help it relax and soften and dissolve if that is what is to your highest good. Maybe it's just that you become aware of it. Maybe it's that you totally release it. Whatever's right for you, just allow. Don't have to do, just have to allow. Now you realize in this column of light that you have a vantage point, that you can now see the entire world, whether that be that you are holding the globe, the earth in your hands, or you may see it in front of you. You may see yourself totally off the earth and out in space and viewing it as if you are out on the space station. Or maybe you're on a mountaintop where you can look and see the roundness of the edges of the earth from your vantage point. Whatever your visual is that works for you, that feels right. And as you see the earth, you see her beauty. What a magnificent place we live, with all the trees and the plants and the animals, with all the mountains and the rocks and the dirt, with all the insects, birds, with all the waters, the rivers, the streams, the creeks, the oceans, and everything that lives within those waters. The beautiful air, the bright sunshine, the clouds, the rain, the breezes. What a dynamic, incredible place that we get to live in. What an honor, what a gift. All the things that Mother Nature gives to us, everything that the earth gives us and how she nurtures us. Pretty incredible. So we're going to start by sending the earth herself some love and gratitude for all that she does. All that she gives us every single day. And now there's going to be a gentle light that is shining down upon the earth, very similar to your column of light. And this light can be any color that you see. It can be pink, green, white, gold, purple. Whatever you see is perfect, knowing that what this light is doing is infusing the earth and every person that lives upon her. This light, this energy is being offered to every single person. They get to choose whether or not they accept it So you're offering it to infuse each and every person with love, that deep, pure love from the center of the universe. It brings an energy of compassion so that every single person can have love and compassion for themselves and each and every other being. But it's hard to have love and compassion for others when we don't have it for ourselves. So we send this energy with the intention that people accept it so that they can be infused, so they can be touched deeply by love, by compassion, by kindness, by joy. And that this energy, as they allow it in, starts to dissolve and soften their fear, their anger, and that fear and anger gets replaced with love and compassion and kindness. May their veils of separateness and it's all about me, 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 may those veils start to soften and dissolve. May people start to wake up. May they remember who they are at their core. May they realize the interconnectedness of everything and everyone. May they realize it's about us, the we, the connectedness versus the I, me. I am single, I'm over here, separate. We are all individuals and we are all interconnected. So we ask that this web of interconnectedness be infused with love, joy. Enjoy this incredible gift that is our lives on this beautiful planet. Just allowing that which keeps us out of that state of joy to dissolve. As we see this light infusing the earth get a little bit brighter, a little higher vibration now, touching more and more people as more and more people are allowing this energy in. Suddenly people are just feeling good. They're feeling better. They're feeling love. And in that place of love, they make choices that are to their highest good and the highest good of all. They start to remember who they are. They start to remember their connection to their source, to their connection to the earth. As you remember those things for yourself, see your connection to your source. See your groundedness into Mother Earth. As the light in your own column starts to get a little brighter, infusing your body with the perfect energy, the perfect vibration, exactly what it needs to bring a state of balance and harmony within you. And another wave of energy comes to the earth of just love. Every inch of the earth is infused with love, light, joy, a happiness, a softness, inviting people to be kind, to be joyous with each other, to be loving with each other, to be loving and kind with ourselves, to release the fear, to release the anger, to release the judgments that we have for ourselves and others. We are all just travelers here. We all have our own journeys, and no one journey is the same as another. So having compassion for others' journeys that may not look like yours. As you take another nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, just release a little more of anything that holds you back. Just allow it to soften. You may get a sense of where you're holding that in your body, and allow this lovely light to just soften that. And there's one more wave of light that comes towards the earth. It's a healing energy to heal relationships. Healing relationships between people, healing the relationship that you have with yourself, with your soul, with your journey. Nice healing energy, infusing you, infusing your loved ones, infusing your neighbors, infusing your town, your state, your country, the world. Loving kindness, peacefulness, joy. And just sit in a moment in this space, knowing that you are a child of the universe, that you are loved by the universe, that you are not here alone, that you are surrounded by your guides, by your angels, by your helpers, everyone getting just a little brighter. The earth getting a little brighter, a little more love. Can never have too much love. And we're going to call in some big, beautiful guides and angels to help continue sending this energy so that this energy can continue to be showered down upon the earth even after we close our meditation. So we thank these beautiful guides and angels for helping to maintain this stream of healing, loving light, this light and energy about compassion, joy, lightness, liveliness, vitality, happiness. May we all remember the sweetness of our lives. May we see the love and joy that is present in our lives. May we acknowledge it. When we acknowledge when we see love, it helps anchor it into the earth a little bit. Now take another nice deep breath. As you step out of your column, start to come back from wherever you were, off that mountaintop, or just out of your column, or back onto the earth if you flew out into the cosmos, and just come back into where you're sitting. Be aware of the room you are in. Be aware of how your body feels as you come fully back into your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, knowing that you are deeply loved by the universe. I'm fully back now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Nice. And so it is that this earth and all of her inhabitants can be filled with love and kindness and joy. And I thank you so much for being part of this, for being part of the shift, for being part of this transformation that we're going through. So I thank you. I honor you for doing this, and have a blessed day. Thank you for listening. For more inspiration or to find out more about my work and upcoming classes, please visit ourinnerwisdom.com. And for beautiful crystals and minerals, please visit our sister site at earthgallery.com. Until next time, keep tapping in to your own inner wisdom.